Hi everyone, this is Msao Agi as usual. Today I just felt it important we discuss the don'ts and the do's, especially during pregnancy. What is to be pregnant? It's that time, from the time of conception, from the time the male sperm has met with the female ovum. Fertilization takes place from that time until you will deliver. That's the time of pregnancy. Though some people locally believe that pregnancy is that time when everyone can notice that you have the fetus in you. No, our people, we have always fallen victims. The moment we conceive, you remember there is that morning sickness. There are a lot of problems that will come with the pregnancy, and they are always very intense in the first 3 months of pregnancy. So what do people do? The moment they feel headache, the moment they feel like vomiting, they go buy drugs. So we should be careful with the drugs. That's one don't. Let's avoid the drugs. More so in the first 3 months when the baby is just forming. These drugs have caused us issues. These over-the-counter drugs. People have always gone to the pharmacies, they just ask for drugs, and people who are selling in the pharmacies. They may never ask you when is your LNMP, when did you stop seeing your periods. So they give you whichever drug. And some of us, we have gone ahead to Google. You go on the Google, you start searching, when I have headache, what should I take? Google will give you, because you have not specified, are you pregnant or not? And even if you have specified you're pregnant, have you told Google how many months you are? So that's one way we should be careful. And it's not only those drugs that we buy from the pharmacies. There is this alcohol, the usual alcohol that we take. There is a way. Remember those first 3 months, your baby is just forming. The baby is just forming. So there are a lot of mistakes that can occur. Now imagine even you, when you're laying your bricks, you're trying to make a brick out of soil and water. You can imagine when you're mixing, in case there is something that went wrong in the process of mixing these things, you're going to end up with half-baked bricks. So what am I saying? If you start taking drugs at the same time you're pregnant, and the pregnancy is as young as below 3 months, the baby is just forming, you're going to end up infringing on the development of this baby or on the formation of this baby. At the end of it all, what has gone wrong in the first 3 months can never be corrected. Even if we continue, you will carry your baby, but with a what? With a deformity. Another thing, it has also caused these abortions. Some drugs are so dangerous to the extent that you can get what? An abortion. You know how much women suffer to conceive. Some have paid millions and millions of money to conceive. But then at the end of it all, you just go reluctantly and buy drugs because you've inquired from Google. Guys, let's be careful. And I would advise every pregnant woman, in case you're feeling something unusual, please let's visit the what? Let's visit the hospital and see the specialist for the baby's sake. There are these other drugs, those who sniff. There are many things that you have been using before you conceived. Please first check them, because this is now a very sensitive time. I've told you the first 3 months, the baby is what? Is just forming. At that time, in most cases, we say, please do as much as you can to avoid these drugs. And the only drugs there that we always advise our mothers to take are these folic acid tablets. Those ones are very good. Why? Because they are needed in the formation of the central nervous system. The CNS is very important in the baby's understanding, in the baby, because it's the brain and the spinal cord. That system is actually needed. And if you don't take those ones, that's when we find having baby with malformations at the back, the spinal cord, babies with big heads, babies with deformities on the brain. That's what I can say. So with folic acid, it is really very important we take it. And also, make sure you go to the hospital, guys. People can conceive and they reach the hospital when they are 7 months old. What can you do as a healthy worker at that time? But always, God has been there for all of us. they will deliver their normal baby as God has had planned. But it is always very better, I would advise, we start antenatal as early as you realize that you're pregnant. Even if you've realized when it is 7 days, please start your what? Your antenatal. Thank you.